It seems like you get a death sentence in the Western world if you dare to criticise aspects of the Islamic faith. In Sweden, this man, who admittedly took things to the absolute extreme in a bid to make his feelings known, regularly burnt copies of the Quran. Last night, he was shot dead in his apartment. Now, I don't condone setting fire to copies of the Quran, and I absolutely see how that could cause anger. But just think about this. If somebody set fire to a copy of the Bible or the Torah, would they be shot dead in their own home? I suspect not. In France, teacher Samuel Paty was falsely accused of showing obscene pictures of the Prophet Muhammad to school children. That was a lie. A girl who wasn't even in his class at the time made it up. He was beheaded in the street by an Islamist. Before that, we had Charlie Hebdo, didn't we? They ran a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad on their front cover. Then this happened. Twelve people were killed because of that front cover. We all know about the Batley Grammar School incident where a teacher remains in police hiding with his family after allegedly showing a picture of the Prophet to some kids, and people gathered outside the school gates calling for his blood. There was a mob outside that school for days.
The incident from Monday, 22nd of March, must also be investigated from a criminal perspective, given that it was a clear attempt to stir up religious hatred. We also use this opportunity to call upon the entire British Muslim community to review the materials being taught in their children's schools.
Now, I do wonder if a teacher had said something that Jewish or Christian students found offensive, or made a joke about one of the Hindu gods, whether they'd have received death threats and been forced into hiding for the rest of their lives. And then there was the autistic child who accidentally scuffed a copy of the Quran at school. He also received death threats, and his mum had to go to the local Islamic centre and beg for forgiveness.
I've had to call the police. He has received death threats. He has received threats that he will be beaten up if he goes back to school. He's absolutely petrified. But I don't want anybody to be prosecuted.
Yet again, I'll ask, if a copy of the Bible had been scuffed, would we have seen the parents of a hypothetical Muslim child forced into a church to beg for their child's life? I doubt it. It does appear to be a potential death sentence if you do something, even accidentally, that offends certain elements of the Muslim community. I wonder whether that's why this is allowed. Or even why this is allowed. But this is not allowed. A Christian woman praying silently in her own head outside an abortion clinic.
That's what it's doing. Is you standing here part of the protest?
No, I'm not protesting.
Are you praying?
I might be praying in my head.
So I'll ask you once more, will you voluntarily come with us now to the police station for me to ask you some questions about today and other days where there are allegations that you've broken public space protection?
If I've got a choice, then no.
I wonder if that fear of being put on some kind of hit list is why police seem to bend over backwards to please some aspects of the Muslim community.
Salam alaikum. There is one tier of policing that applies to all of us, and that means that we police without fear or favour. Shukran.
Would police ever ask for permission from the elders to address a Christian audience, as indeed another police officer did at that time as well? Again, I doubt it. And if a group of Jewish people attacked a police station, or even, let's just say, a group of football fans, would you not expect the police to come out and deal with them with force? Well, over to Rochdale now.
We saw you! We know you're in there! Come out! Explain yourself! Why has only one officer been suspended? What about the rest of them?
I don't think the particular community in that clip got in much trouble. Why not? Look, I don't think anyone should go out and set fire to a copy of the Quran, or needlessly offend Muslims or be Islamophobic. But what I am saying is there appears to be only one religion in Europe where you might be shot, stabbed or beheaded if you cause offence to some of its followers.